Hello everyone and welcome back to another video by Buzzpods. Today we have something very exciting, the Quanum Nova CX-20 quadcopter, which we will unbox right after the intro. Okay, so starting with the box, we have some very simple and modern styling. All white with a very basic stencil outline of the quadcopter itself and some very light branding. If we turn it round, we have a very similar style of packaging all the way around the box, which leads us to the back where we can get this box open. Just breaking the seal and opening the tabs. And we have one more seal here. As soon as we open these tabs, we are greeted with a variety of boxes. First of all, we have a box containing the legs. We have another box containing the Gopro Mount. We have another box containing the LiPo battery. Another box, or not, we have some protective foam to keep everything safe during shipping. And we then have some included tools and a user manual. We also get some propellers and a battery charger, and we also get a transmitter. But wait, we're missing one thing, aren't we? Oh yeah, the actual quadcopter is hidden right here, and this is everything contained in the box. It's like opening your presents on Christmas Day. You can stop them now. Okay, so let's get the boring stuff out of the way. First up, let's see what's in this charger box. So we simply have, as expected, a very standard looking 3-pin region specific adapter and a power connector to charge the batteries, as well as a actual adapter where you'll put one end into your LiPo battery and one end will attach to the cable. So moving on to the next box, we have the battery, which goes along with the charger, I guess. We have the battery, which goes along the charger, I guess, and it's quite a decent sized battery. The website says that this quad has an expected flight time of around 20 minutes, although in practice I would presume that's a bit less. Next up, we have the included propellers. Right here, in a very similar box to everything else. So we have 4 propellers, so no spares. However, they are widely available on the internet. So there we go, 4 identical propellers. Next up, we have the legs, or I guess you could call them a landing gear for the quadcopter itself. Again, contained in an almost identical box to everything else. And contained in there. They're packaged quite well, wrapped in bubble wrap, so they shouldn't get damaged during shipping. And they're simply made out of a quite light, cheap feeling plastic, but obviously they need to be light so they don't add any extra weight to the quadcopter, as well as a small rubber bit to dampen the landing. Almost there, we have the included Gopro mount, which is simply a plastic mount. However, you can purchase a 2D or 3D gimbal which can be controlled from the transmitter quite cheaply off the internet if you wanted to get a bit more seriously into videography or photography from these drones. So we have included some shock absorbers to dampen the shock. Obviously the effect of these won't be as great as an actual electronic gimbal. However, you can view some sample footage, and we will have some sample footage up in a few days time once we get to take this quad out into the open. They do a good job considering they're included free with this quadcopter. So there we go, just the basic Gopro mount and shock absorbers. Now finally, for the accessories, we have the transmitter, contained in again a identical box to all the rest, just slightly bigger. And it's quite good that these transmitters are actually included in this bundle, because they can actually be quite expensive to purchase separately. So this is packaged again quite well with some styrofoam to protect it from any shock during shipping.
Like the shock I just applied to it there.
So if we remove these, we get actually quite a nice feature-filled
transmitter.
So we have a selection of modes and switches and toggles and yokes and buttons and everything you'd need to get started with this quadcopter. I think it's a very good option if you're just getting into drone photography or just general drone flying. As I said, it's really good that this is included in the bundle. Okay, so now let's get to the bit which we've all been waiting for, the actual quad itself. So again, we have identical packaging to all the other components included in this kit. Let's just get this seal broken and open up the box.
If we can.
Okay, so very similar packaging actually to the transmitter, with the hard foam on the sides, which should protect this drone during shipping again. So let's try and pull this out without dropping it like we did last time with the transmitter. Okay, so there's nothing else in the box, just the actual drone itself. Let's remove the protective packaging.
And what a beauty it is.
So it actually weighs quite a bit. I was quite surprised. I thought it would be quite a lot lighter. But as you can see, we'll just do a quick tour. We have obviously 4 motors, as it's a quadcopter. We have a little door here where you would attach the battery. We have 2 antennas for the transmitter and things. We have some connectivity here for things such as the gimbal or other accessories you might want to mount to these 4 mounting points at the bottom here, which can be very useful. We also have a little turret on the top where the compass is enclosed. And finally we have lights, LED lights on each of the struts, which can help you coordinate the position of the drone whilst it's in the air. So in general, this is everything you get in the box. Obviously we get the drone and a whole host of accessories. This is pretty much ready to fly right out of the box. So I've been very impressed with the unboxing experience.
I liked the design of the packaging.
And the drone feels good quality considering the price compared to some of its competition, like the DJI Phantom, which is almost 3 times as expensive. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Please stay tuned as we're going to have a whole host of content coming up, including a review, some guides on how to mod it, setting it up, flying it, everything you need to know to get this thing in the air and flying in no time. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe and leave a like down below. And also check the description box down below for a link to our website where we'll have a full write-up, review and all the things I said earlier about this quadcopter. So I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you next time.